What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title that I've been waiting a while for. This was a demo that I played like a year ago that really impressed me. It's a game called Cottonaut, and the best way that I know how to describe it is, imagine that Dead Cells had a baby with Sonic the Hedgehog, and then they gave him a katana and set it in a cyberpunk zombie apocalypse, and you're more or less kind of on the vibe that the game is going for. This is a game about zooming, it's a game about going fast, and it's a game about cutting entire hordes of enemies in half with a katana, Kurosawa style, while blood sprays everywhere and you do all kinds of crazy acrobatics to get away. It's a game that has very, very nice inputs, great feeling gameplay, great feeling movement. I put about 4 hours into the game over the course of the last day or two, and so I'm excited to do this video, man. Very, very excited to check this one out. Today we're going to be playing it for about 30 minutes. We're going to be seeing if it's something that you, the viewer, would like to play. If you would like to check the game out, I got a link for you down below in the description, as always, where you can get Cottonaut. On top of that, you can find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links down there that are just as bloodthirsty as our Cyber Samurai himself, but let's go ahead and dive straight on into the game. So in Cottonaut, this game is indeed a roguelite, but the storyline thus far is that our character is basically a space mercenary that was sent to a space station to retrieve an asset, basically. There's somebody that works for a corporation, or there's somebody important on this space station that we were supposed to come pick up. It was basically like a simple Uber job where we were supposed to pick him up and fly him somewhere else. Obviously, we are heavily armed because this guy is important inside the context of the world, but when we arrived at this space station that houses hundreds of thousands of people, we found that there was nothing but dead signals coming out of it, and when we went inside to investigate, there are tons of zombies everywhere. So right now, my team is kind of scattered out, but they're mostly inside of the hub. There's a number of storyline missions that will happen in between runs from time to time that give you a limited run mission that is not a roguelite, that give you a little bit of exposition and fill in the background of the game, like the events that preceded before you got here so that you've got a little bit of that context. But for right now, most of my teammates are in the hub because a number of them were injured as we were infiltrating the station to try to figure out what was going on. I, being the only guy, Kata, that's still up and functional in a combat respect, I'm the one that goes into these runs back to back to back over and over and over again with a replicator that brings me back to life to see if I can find this guy, and along the way we're going to be creating builds, we're going to be collecting weapons, we're going to be making ourselves stronger and sort of leveling up and going as far as we possibly can while stacking metagame currency. From there, you're allowed to gene modify yourself, you're allowed to also add cyberware and all those kinds of things to your character in order to make your runs a little bit easier as you go through them back to back to back. But make no mistake, I honestly kind of feel like even if you don't have a lot of metagame progression with this title, you can still make progress. I don't know, it doesn't feel like it would hamper you. Like, this is very much a game with a skill cap. It's got a flow to it, and it's a game that you're definitely going to need to figure out how to play it properly because you can die very, very easily in this title. As a reference, my first run in Cottonaut, having not played since the demo came out oh so many Steam Next Fests ago, it lasted 24 seconds, at which point I thought to myself, maybe I should go play the tutorial and figure out how this all functions one more time. I figured my muscle memory would get me there. I was very, very wrong. This is a game where you're going to have to develop like a skill cap if you want to make it further than like the first level, but there is metagame in there that will help out in order to make things a little bit smoother. Stuff like HP increases, damage increases, you get cyberware that makes the gameplay a little bit differently. You'll also unlock new things that can come up during your runs in order to make you more effective, and so I guess we'll start with the basics of Cottonaut. So in Cottonaut, really the game controls with W, A, S, and D. I haven't played the game with a controller, but it does seem like it would be a game that would play pretty well on a controller as it stands right now. I'm playing on the keyboard because even when it comes to games like this, where it's like a fast-paced running game, I find that I still just play better and more dexterously with a keyboard, and I'm happy to say that the controls in this game are really fantastic, really predictable. Like, this is one of those games where you shouldn't have entirely too much ambiguity when it comes to like pushing a key and knowing what's going to happen. On our basic UI interface right now, in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you can see that we have 4 red pips. Those are going to be our HP. In this game, you don't have like an HP number, so like 125 HP or whatever. When an enemy hits you, you lose an HP. You have 4 of them. When that's done, your run is over and you get teleported back to the hub to spend your metagame currency, maybe do some storyline quests in order to flesh out the universe, do some world building and characterization of some of of the side characters, and then do it all over again. Underneath that meter is a little blue set of pips. That's how much ammo is inside of my gun right here, and the attacks that you're able to pull off in this game are actually pretty simple. Left click, it's going to make you do a sword slash, like so. It infinitely combos and throws blood all over the place, Kurosawa movie style. Your right click is going to allow you to fire your gun at the enemy, allowing you to get some spacing and deal some damage. These weapons are swap outable, so every sword in this game does something different. You may have noticed that I'm not moving right now. If I left click, my character lunges. That's the special ability of this weapon right here, is that it allows you to lunge forward, clipping through all the enemies and continuing to hit them samurai or anime style as you flow your way through. And then I've got a basic pistol over here, but you are not limited to these items. We've got a perk right here. Oh no, a memory fragment. Okay, so we unlocked a new memory fragment. That's going to allow us to unlock some new things that will come up inside of our campaign while we're playing through. This guy right here is a skill. We can go through and find one that we think is going to be nice. I'll go with warp orbs for right now because that gives me a bunch of orbs that levitate around my character and deal damage whenever an enemy passes through them. And that little extra bit of supplementary damage will probably be helpful along the way. But back to the weapons that I was talking about. You can get different swords and you can get different guns. This game is no slouch when it comes to weapon variety. There are a number of different swords that you can equip. They all have a different gimmick and they all kind of change the way that your character plays. So the other sword that you start out with at the beginning of the game is sort of like a straight sword. The straight sword, it doesn't lunge you forward when you swing it. However, you may have noticed that when I'm fighting with all these little enemies in here, they get little yellow exclamation points up above their head right before they attack me. Basically, it turns the game into Batman Arkham Asylum. So I'm playing it as an action game right now with this sword, but were I to swap to the straight sword, got a locked door right there, we got to find the console that opens it. Were I to use that straight sword, anytime I click while there's a yellow exclamation point up on the screen, you automatically parry it and you smack them back for a whole bunch of damage. However, I found that the straight sword requires a level of coordination that I just flatly don't have, and plus it doesn't give me that anime superhero sort of feeling of just dancing through a million billion enemies while taking their scalps, which is something that honestly I really enjoy. I think I mostly play video games for the power fantasy a lot of the time, and so I just enjoyed the cinematics of having this sword. So I haven't been running the combo one. Also, my runs with the combo sword always seem to go kind of crappy. There's our console right there that's going to open up that other little area that we couldn't get into. But this right here is a syringe. You're going to find them. They're full of nanites. On your run, these are temporary boosts that last for the rest of the run that upgrade a number of different categories that everything in the game is sorted on into. So if you look here, we have a kinetic syringe. It enhances the stats of anything that is tagged with the kinetic tag. This guy right here will increase our loot drop chance. This right here will increase our ammo capacity so that we have more bullets inside of our gun. Your gun recharges every single time that you hit an enemy. So for right now, we can go with either gun damage, ammo, or we can go with a higher loot drop chance. Enemies in this game, they can drop skills. They can drop these syringes right here. So I think I'm going to go with the loot drop chance for right now because I've had a lot of great success with the loot drop chance. I feel like it's always worked out for me pretty well. Let's go ahead and slash these cats up. I think that's the door that opened right there. The chest, it's got credits inside of it. So those are called energy credits. Energy credits can be traded in at stores that are in between each level that you play through. Oh, I got hit right there. He actually got me. Okay, sneaky little bastard. All right, well, we're down 1 HP. That's not that big of a deal, though, because in this game, you have access to a syringe, Dark Souls style, that will allow you to get all of your health back when you require it. We got a couple of elites inside of here that need to get got. I'm going to try to stay away from them. Give me my orbs. There we go. If I can just deck him with all of those orbs. It's not on cooldown right now. All right, I think I've got him lit the hell up. These used to be super scary, these elites, but honestly, I really recommend that while playing through... Oh, he got me with the backswing right there. Okay, all right, I see you. Oof. All right. I'm playing a little sloppy right now. We need to tighten it back up. I'm getting a little overly aggressive, I think. Let me get my orbs back up real fast for these elites. I haven't gotten a whole bunch of boosts to my attack damage just yet. So, oh, he got me with that one, too. I rolled. I tried. I gave it the old college try. There we go. Get these elites out of the way. Hopefully they'll drop. Oh, is that a shotgun right there? I didn't even see that. Yeah, dude, we've got a shotgun. And it's a unique shotgun, so that's a really, really good item to have. I'm going to swap that out because the shotgun, in my opinion, is one of the best guns in this game. It's utterly absurdly good. So no longer does my gun just shoot one bullet. Now it shoots a field of bullets that, like, penetrate enemies, and we should be able to do some serious work from here on in. We've got another upgrade on this side. We can boost our stats, so that'll boost anything that's tagged with Aether as its element. This right here will give us a crit chance, so plus 3%, or we can get more ammo cap. I'm going to take the more ammo cap because we just got a shotgun, and I have found, oh, it refilled my syringe too when we opened that chest. Nice. What is that? A gravity gun. I don't really want the gravity gun. I think I'm cool on that front. Let me get the rest of my goodies over here, and another syringe. That's what's up. Okay, so let's get, I'm going to boost the damage on my gun, I think. If you ever want to check the stats on the things that you're doing, come inside of here, and it'll have a list of everything that you've done the entire time. Right now, I've got my cyberware listed, so I've got the resourceful edge. Anytime that I dodge, there's a chance that it won't use up some of my stamina. That's going to be the blue meter that you see at the base of the screen right there. It only shows up when I'm actually, like, doing stuff, I think. I don't think it stays listed all the time, but on top of that, any melee attack you do is also going to cost you some of that stamina. Personally, I found that metagame currency-wise, spending on stamina is a really, really good idea. That right there is a teleporter. However, watch out. Sometimes the teleporters are booby-trapped. Oh, nice, dude. Combat syringe. Yeah, I think I'll make my katana hit harder. That sounds good. 10% more katana damage. I like to have like 60 or 70% more katana damage. That way when I go through like fields of enemies, they all just die instantly to one slash. We've also got dodge slash right here. That was a skill pod that we just picked up. Dodge slash, one of my favorite abilities. It makes it so that when I dodge roll through an enemy's model, we deal default weapon damage to that enemy, which means that for enemies that require a lot of dodging and a lot of like staying out of the way, you're still dealing damage to them. This right here is the exit gate. This is how we go to the next level. However, I would recommend exploring the levels and picking up as many things as you possibly can to give yourself a bit. Oh my god, so many elites. All right, well, we shotgunned that one down. 2 more shotgun shells right there. Epic shotgun right now, doing a really great job just holding us together. Give me some orbs. There we go. And if I can just get him to eat a couple of orbs, it's okay. We get all of our health back when we get to the end of this level. So it's not going to matter that we're on 2 HP. Now that I know where the exit gate is, that is. There we go. What did you drop? So we've got an epic shotgun that does 70 damage. We're getting real lucky with our drops right now. On top of that, all of the skills in this game also come in Diablo-style qualities. So they start out gray, and I think they go all the way up to, like, levels that I'm not even sure, to be honest. My last run lasted around 35 minutes, and I was up to, like, above legendary. I was into a category called, like, mythic skills or something like that. And so these go up a long ways. If it ends up being, like, an upgrade for something that you have down here, it'll mark it for you. The UI's done very well, but I'm just going to recycle that upgrade to get some cash. Grab this syringe right here. I will boost up my katana one more time to 30% damage. That right there looks good. Can't do anything with the shotgun, but we've got a new skill on this side. I do not want any of this, I don't think. I mean, Cyclone Strike isn't bad. I guess we could give Rare Cyclone Strike a go. It does that right there. That's it. That's all that it does. It does like an old school Shinobi Sega Genesis move where it throws a tornado at the enemy. However, the tornado does bump the enemy back like bump, and it can help you as a gap spacer, and so it's not too bad, actually. This is our first store right here. We can spend our credits on whatever we want. What I'm interested in, though, is I want to refill my health and my syringes. We do get a free perk. I'm going to take Drone Buddy because it's a rare Drone Buddy, but Ammo Scavenger would be nice, but I'm going to take Drone Buddy. And so you do get perks as well on top of both your 2 skills and also your syringes. You also get perks. These are going to be Binding of Isaac style things that change things around. It may be like every time you fire your gun, there's a chance that each bullet triggers chain lightning. Every time you swing your katana, you know, there's a chance that it'll light the enemy on fire, stuff like that, so that you can get a build going. Over on this side, I don't know if I want to roll for skills right now. What is this going to cost me? 50? Let's re-roll it maybe and see what we get. We got skills again. All right, well, I'll take this skill right here. I'm just going to convert it into money. I'll take that one right there. I will upgrade my Cyclone Strike to Unique. So that'll be good. 60 damage, much, much better than 50 damage. And then we'll carry on towards the next level, the gardens. Every single biome in this game is procedural, but they all look very, very different. I've been enjoying the change of scenery in this title as I play through it. So really one of the things that I find obnoxious in a lot of roguelites is that a lot of the levels just kind of look the same. As you're flowing through it. Not with this game. Every single time you transition to a new level, it's gonna be something different. So far, I've seen crowded market streets, I've seen industrial research areas, I've seen gardens. There's a lot of visual variety to the level design in this title. I think maybe, yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I could jump to that ledge right there. One of the benefits of this sword is that it's directional attacking, so technically we have triple jump when we're using this weapon. That's another reason why I don't use the straight sword, is because I don't think the straight sword does that. It might, but I'd have to go back and test it. When I was playing around with the straight sword, I thought that I was a parry god, and as it turns out, I am definitely not a parry god. Let's get another ammo right there. That sounds good. And so I gave up on it for the increased mobility that this sword gives me, because this is a very fast-paced game that will put you to sleep very rapidly if you're not careful. This level is mostly vertical. I actually really like the verticality of this level. However, it can make it very difficult to find all the cool secrets and all the extra money and cheddar and upgrades and everything else that you might need in order to make your run successful. Oh, what are you guys doing over here? You guys just die. Can you die for me? That'd be great if you could die for me. You also have a kick slide in this game that looks like that right there. It allows you to drift down anything that goes down, and you can attack from out of it. If you attack from out of that slide right there, you get like a huge damage bonus, basically. I don't think it doubles your damage, but it considerably increases the amount of damage that you deal, making it a very nice strike to use against bosses or anything that has like a ton of HP. Those right there, this game does give you like a, I don't know what to call it, a bestiary. You do have a bestiary in this game. You can look up what all the mobs do inside that bestiary. The ones with the rotating orbs that I'm prioritizing right now, they shoot a projectile. Projectiles, very dangerous in this game because they tend to get lost in the shuffle of all the other enemies that are around trying to attack you and get towards you. And so I very much prefer to kill off shooters first. The good news is your dodge roll negates bullets, and then you can also smack bullets with your sword, and they will return to sender, Elvis Presley style. And so if you wanted to do that, you can also use that as a way of mitigating bullets. My concern with bullets is always that they sort of disappear a little bit in the midst of the fray. Over here we've got a skill, but there's no upgrades for it, so I'm just going to convert it into money. We've got a syringe right here. I am going to increase... I think I'll increase my katana damage because we're starting to get to the point where our katana basically two-shots everything, and that's where I like it to be at. Were there any more Zeds up here? No more zombies up here. Let's go ahead and waste this entire floor. A little exploder action right there, though, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. Didn't see that one in the middle of the crowd, so it's a complete and total stint of luck that I actually managed to not get myself exploded on by a bunch of biomatter. Get that stuff all up inside of your teeth, man, and there ain't a string of floss in the world that can get it. Let me tell you, I've been in this cyberpunk gore business for a while, and when it gets in the teeth, man, that's when you know you're having a rough day at work. All right, let's just ventilate this entire hallway with bullets. We did find our way out of here, but I don't want to leave just yet because there's loads of things to loot, and I'd like to get all of them, like skill upgrades. Okay, we'll just take the money. This one over here, no upgrades, we'll take the money. I love how fast you flow through menus in this game. Like, there's like no delay. Oh yeah, you see that slick wall jump right there? I've been playing this game entirely too much. This is a game that embarrassed me, so I've tried to record this video about 4 separate times over the course of the week, and I always get smoked. So I thought to myself, you know what? I need to buckle down. I need to get good, and I need to bring the thunder, and that's exactly what I did. I basically played the game way more than I probably should have played it, and so my brain plans on being able to do stuff like that wall kick. 2 syringes? You're spoiling me. Let's get some gun damage, and let's get extra loot drop chance, because that seems to be working out pretty well for us right now. Doesn't look like there's anything up above us, but you should check just in case. You also have a downward stomp Mario Brothers style, just in case you want to get people with the old booty stomp. I think there's a couple of skills that modify it too and make it like light off big explosions and things like that, or maybe some perks, but like we don't have them right now. What's up, boys? How we doing down here? Just having like a little zombie pool party, doing your thing. We do have a dodge slash upgrade to unique right there. I'll take that one. That increases our damage with each dodge slash by a sizable amount. Anybody else down here that still needs to get got? I think we're good. Let's just head into the next level. I think we got a boss showdown coming. We also haven't gotten any hell portals or anything, which is kind of bumming me out. Every now and again, the little teleporters that allow you to fast travel across the map, they'll be corrupted by zombies, and they take you to sort of like a Doom 2016 hell dimension, where there's people like hanging from chains on the walls, and there's people impaled everywhere. In that situation, there's a lot of elites inside of there, and so if you can handle it, and you've got your stats where you'd like them to be, it can be a really good opportunity to gear the hell out of your character really, really fast. If you find one on the first level, I think it's almost universally worth it to just run it and see what happens. I will take... Let's take a little bit more katana damage. I'll buy that syringe too. And then this guy right here, I'll take extra ammo capacity. I don't need to refill my syringes right now. We've got another perk over here that we can take. Anytime we pick up plasma cells, we might get double. Okay. We've got death from above, so fast falling into enemies deals damage. Automatically generate ammo every X seconds. Yeah, I'll take that right there. That'll be helpful with what we're trying to do at the moment. All right, what are we up against? Oh, yeah, the boss, bro. Here we go. All right, big dog, what you want to do? You big old pile of goo? You want to get down? Let's get down, bro. Let's do this thing. I'm just going to light him up with a shotgun real quick. If I can get, like, a little bit of ammo back, I'm going to dodge out of the way and just give him a little bit more of a shotgun blast. Oh, I knew that one was going to get me. Okay. Firing bullets at your boy. Oh. Barely got out of that one. You do get iframes on your little dodge roll, in case you were wondering. I need that bullet to go away. A lot of enemies in this game, you can kind of just skate through them if you feel safe enough doing it, especially with this sword. But watch out for the backswing. The hitboxes in this game do take backswing into account. So if you're behind an enemy and they do like a big wind-up, the wind-up part will elbow you in the head and get you. So be careful about playing aggressive like me. What is this right here? We've got the Shuriken memory fragment. Okay, he dropped a pistol. That's it. Okay, I don't really need a pistol, but, you know. It was a nice thought. I guess everybody could use a new Glock. Let's buy that syringe right there. We can get loot drop chance, critical chance. Yeah, let's start stacking a little bit of crit. That way we hit a little bit harder. I'll take this one too, and I will boost my crit again. We got 6% critical hit chance right there. Not too bad. And we've also got weighted rounds, so all gun damage goes up by 10%. That would be our drone too, I think. This right here, become temporarily invincible when taking damage. I want that one right there. Give me gun damage. I would like as much gun damage as we can get, because I think it'll apply to my drone as well. Looks like we've entered into the market streets right now. Let's just have a little look-see and see what's around. Oh, he got me. I didn't see that one right there. That one completely slipped my notice. Okay. Well, there's a health syringe right there. Ooh, dodge slash upgrade to epic. Hell yeah. I will syringe then, and I'll pick that up to refill my syringe. We've also got another memory fragment, the last stand, so that should be for, I think, cyberware is what that unlocked. We've also got a skill upgrade right here, but I like it better as money, so I'll just take the cash. Oh, my shotgun threw me off the ledge right there. Betrayed by my own projectiles. Let's upgrade shotgun damage one more time. That'll be good. Get up to this floor. See what mayhem we can bequeath. Yeah, just bequeath all over this place, dude. You know me. Just queething in the bee-like direction. Was there anything over here? There was. There was a skill. All right, we'll get that right there. Come up hot and strong on that dude. Drone taking care of business. Oh, he jumped down from the roof. Okay. Yep, that was horrifying. Hated that. Got you. Okay, they're all down. Your gun is directional in this game, by the way. I don't know if I brought that up. You don't just shoot in cardinal directions like up, down, left, right. It actually shoots towards the cursor with the gun. So you've got a tremendous amount of control when it comes to... Hey, buddy. Not yet. The hell was that? That's never happened before when I played through here. The game is absolutely littered with these little events where you meet people from your past, or you have like flashbacks, or like something weird happens and then the character comments on it, but you don't quite know what it means. A game that's very much about show don't tell a lot of the time, where you've got to kind of like piece it all together. I'll take some shotgun damage. That sounds nice. I think we had another room up here. Yeah. I'm not real keen on leaving until I get all the goodies. That guy just got shattered. Okay, another skill opportunity over here, and we got Cyclone Strike, which I have not used one single time this entire video. I probably should use it at some point, but I just haven't. I don't think I checked the lower levels of this area either, so I think I'll do that now, just to increase the chance that we get a couple of goodies that'll make our life a little bit better. I'm just gonna fire down the hallway until everything's dead. Sometimes that's the best course of action, man. Sometimes you gotta give it both barrels. Sometimes you just gotta empty out that mag. Okay. Cyclone Strike over here. Perfect. Mulched him up a little bit. We got a dead end over here. We got ourselves a dead end. Alright. Well, that doesn't open, so yeah. We're back to square one. That's where we started out. I honestly don't think we have anything else to do except for go to the next floor, so next floor it is. Let's go ahead and rock out in the shop. I'm just going to take the syringe because that's like the most helpful thing right now. 60% katana damage would be nice. I'll take 60% damage on my katana because I think by default it hits for like 20. So an extra 60% would be nice there. We've got increase all gun damage again, so that's an upgrade. We've also got astral dodge. Increase your invincibility frames while dodging by double. Yeah, I'll take that. That'll be good. That'll be really, really nice. I don't know if it makes my dodge longer or if it just increases the window itself. But I suppose it makes me a little bit safer. Dude, those guys got rowdy real quick. I'm not trying to be rowdy right now. I'm just trying to live my life. Yeah, we're not doing that. You see him try to spit at me right there, dude? I had to light him up real quick. He had to learn. Some of these demons, man, just way, way, way out of pocket. They got to learn the lay of the jungle and who's important here. More ammo. Yeah, my ammo meter is getting long right now. We're doing a great job. Is this one booby-trapped? Nope, I'm going to start checking them. Because I want to know. All right, so we'll knock them out. The currency that you see me picking up right here, I don't know what these are called, but it's basically like, these are biomass. Use biomass to do research in between runs and unlock just metagame progress, things that make you stronger. This right here is a gatekeeping device that, like, once you get to a certain level of your metagame progression, you have to have these to go any further, and you get one for killing each boss. A legendary dodge slash. Hell yeah. That sounds like the business. Did you just drop a skill? Oh my god, dude. Loot drop chance right now. Just really bringing it home. What's down here? Can I stand on that? Oh, I can. That has collision, interestingly enough. Got both of them with the drone. Oh, that bullet, dude. I recognized it as a bullet at the exact final moment. You saw me swing to try to get it. Muscle memory took over, but it wasn't enough. We've unlocked the napalm rifle, so that's pretty badass. I will do my closing thoughts right now because I think the video is getting a little bit long, and my closing thoughts are this is a fantastic roguelite. This is a game about momentum, speed, elegance, skill. It's a game that rewards you with almost a cinematic dance of death once you learn the inputs and all the timings and how everything works and where you can eke out a hit. This is just one of those games that is fantastic from the top down. I think a few too many of the metagame upgrades and a few too many of the in-game upgrades sort of rely on just flat stat increases, but it's a minor complaint here because the gameplay is so good that I haven't really minded at all. To be honest, the character build is not really my focus in this game. This is one of those games that very, very quickly convinced me that my entire goal on the game map is just to do badass stuff that makes me feel awesome and looks cool on camera. And so when it comes to being a game that is kind of all about the spectacle, I think this game does a really, really good job at that, while also having solid run-to-run progress, things to unlock, good metagame, that's sometimes hampered a little bit by the fact that, like, dude, see those bullets right there, man? Those bullets, those are always what eat up my health, because for whatever reason, my eyeball just has a lot of trouble identifying. You can dash downwards in between levels? Oh, I just learned a new input. How did I do that? Did I cut? Oh, I went like that right there. That's how I did that. So you can't dash attack through a layer, but you can do it at an angle off the corner, which looks kind of badass. Okay. I'm still, even after hours and hours of playing this game, I am still learning new techniques and new bullshit that I can pull on the enemies in order to get rid of them. What I'm going to do right now is, now that I've done my closing thoughts, I am going to just very, very rapidly allow the run to end. That way I can show you what metagame progression looks like. Damn, dude, my drone's causing mayhem right now. He's like getting in there. All right, so my character's down. This means that we're going to go back to the hub, and inside the hub, there's a bunch of different things that we can do. All of these guys over here are past contacts from our mercenary work that we've become aware of, or they are friends that came here with us specifically to help out with the operation. Some of them are really, really injured from like a cinematic kind of level that you can play through. At a certain point, there are triggers when you get to certain points in the game where this area will spawn limited run missions that take like 5 minutes that have dialogue and conversation. You get to know the characters and stuff like that, sort of Hades style, but also with a little gameplay kicker on it. Each of these little NPCs does different stuff. So for example, this guy right here tracks your unlocks. I've currently played the game for around 4 hours, and this is all the stuff that I've unlocked. So obviously there's still a lot of things left inside of the game that I need to get unlocked. Cyberware is the one that I'm the most interested in. Over here, this is the guy that does your metagame progression. So you use your biomass and your boss cores to level up various stats and also to unlock new things that will show up inside your runs. So stuff like shurikens, napalm rifles, reality rifts, you know, all kinds of stuff. I've mostly been focusing on my main stats, but you can unlock all of these things down here. This lady right here, she has your cyberware, and I think I have to buy the cyberware before I can use it, so I'll go ahead and do that. I will unlock the Deeg, I will unlock the shurikens, I'll unlock the grenade gun, napalm rifle. We'll focus on weapons this time through, I guess. I'll unlock as many things to make my runs more interesting as I can. It looks like it actually gives you a sample of each of the gun. Oh. So that's the napalm rifle, huh? Okay. What else do we have in here? We got the shurikens. Oh, I like those, dude. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, yep, definitely channeling into that old Shinobi 1, Shinobi 2 energy. What does the Deeg do, dude? I want the Deeg. Oh, the Deagle uses 2 bullets every time that it fires, so it's like a big bopper. Yeah, okay, so you want to increase your ammo cap with that one. I don't know if it penetrates or anything. It'd be nice if it penetrated, though. But yeah, this is the hub. You've got a cat you can pet. There will be characters in here that may give you little storyline missions, or they may just give you boosts before you even start a run to help you out be stronger on your next run. So where we're going to run the Deagle, it'd be a really good idea for us to have an extra ammo right there. Cyberware-wise, what can I do with Last Stand? Increase your damage by 50... so if you're at 50% life or below, you get 10% more damage. I'll install that implant. That sounds all right. Yeah, that'll work. I'll take that right there. And then this guy's got your bestiary. If there are more vendors and stuff, I don't have them yet, but there are areas here where it looks like more guys are going to become a part of our squad. And so at the end of the day, Cottonaut, dude, an utterly fantastic game. I don't really have a lot of complaints here. This is one of those ones that grabbed me. It's very, very fun. It's very addictive. Everything feels fantastic while you're playing it, and I don't really have much to say other than that. It's a great roguelite addition. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was Cottonaut. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me, and that's all I got for you, folks. Take care.